Welcome, Pisces, to your end of the month reading for November. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and let's get started. Best messages coming out. Let's see what's going on with the beautiful Pisces. For those of you in the United States, happy Thanksgiving. Okay, let's see. Best messages coming out. After this reading, guys, I will be getting that Mercury retrograde out, okay? Of course, give me a little time, right? Because I got like 10 signs to do. So, but otherwise, yeah, I'm going to get that Mercury retrograde out. That will be the last reading of the month until the Astro Dice again for the next month. So, let's see what's going on with you now. Nice message for the beautiful Pisces. I got a new deck of cards too, guys, so we'll be using those as well, using the two newest decks. Okay, let's see what we got going on. We got some, not as accelerated motion as we would like it to be. So there feels like there's something that's going a little slow, right? Feeling like there's some situations that could literally, just feel like they're on hold. The fastest card, one of the fastest cards in the deck's in reverse. It's saying it's not going as fast as I want it to, or the news that I'm waiting for is not coming in. So you may feel like, like things are just on hold. Okay, so let's use a couple more cards and figure out why. Moving on. Transformation. Oh, okay. But not sure exactly where it's all going. Not sure how this is moving on. Okay, so it feels like for some of you feel like you're giving up. You're giving up on this situation. You're waiting for this transformation. It's almost like I'm giving up on this situation, but I'm hoping that by giving up on this situation and moving on, that I will transform in this area. Things will start changing in this area. But I'm not sure. The I know card is in reverse. Your crown chakra saying, I'm not sure how this is going to exactly work, right? But trying to keep yourself as stable as possible within this situation. Looking for that. Yeah, you are. You're transforming. You're looking for this new beginning, guys. This new, brand new beginning. We are using the new camera too. Yes. It's supposed to be my Christmas gift, but I told my husband, no, I don't have a microphone. So we do have a microphone. Okay, so talking about transformation and changes, right? He's like, okay, well, now you don't really have any Christmas gifts. Merry Christmas. I said, that's fine. I need it for my channel. It's more important. But taking your stand. The only reason I'm bringing that up is it kind of reminds me of myself right now. And I don't have any water in my chart, but it was just kind of funny because it's kind of like, yeah, I kind of feel the same way. It was kind of like, well, but in seriousness over here, it's like you're taking your last stand against the situation. So this was supposed to be, I think that what's going on is this news was supposed to be this transformation that you were waiting for. It was supposed to be this, maybe a big opportunity, and maybe you even feel it became a disastrous situation. Welcome to that wacky, wonderful, crazy month of November, as we talked about all month long. For those of you who are new with me, that's what this whole month has been about, is that reset, that great reset with towers and transformations. If you guys haven't, if you are new and you haven't watched the other readings, you might want to do so. It talks about that, right? From Astro Dice all the way to the beginning of the month, middle of the month, right? We've just been on this roll. That's just kind of how my channel rolls. They kind of have this, a lot of times, an underlining theme sometimes, not always. But this one seems to be the underlining theme. Okay? So it was kind of like, I was waiting for this news. But, and I think that even though you're like not sure where you're going, it's really weird though, Pisces, because I think that, you're going to keep yourself in this idea that you kind of had this teeter-tottering of, it could have went this way or that way, but because the month is so weird, if it didn't go that way, it wouldn't be that shocking. So I just feel like this is not that shocking for you if you've been paying attention to the monthly readings, right? The monthly. Because in seriousness, a lot of signs are getting this. I'm getting it myself. So it's kind of like, nah, you know, it didn't go the way I planned it to go. But I'm not really that shocked about the situation. This isn't going to be one of those things where it's like, if you've been watching and paying attention, you're not in shock. If you're watching now and you didn't watch the other ones, it could be like, no. Right? Because in seriousness, it's literally what it's saying. So it's saying you're moving on to a different transformation. You're moving on, but you have to stand your ground. But in some ways, you're saying, I'm going to get this new beginning. A new beginning is coming. There's a stable new beginning coming that you're going to stand your ground for. But was it the news that you're waiting for? It has not seen its face yet. Does that mean it's not coming in? That does not mean that. That is not what I said. What I said was right now, when you're expecting it to happen, it's not happening. So you might be having some differences in the way that you're seeing things. It didn't go the way you planned it out. You planned it out, or you wanted it to pan out, or however it is, it's not happening. So moving on, it's saying, yeah, I was looking for the great wealth. I was looking for this job opportunity. I was looking for this because it was going to help me expand, or I was waiting for this message, maybe a reconciliation from someone. They did not come and do so. You know what it is. Use your discernment, right? You know what it is. Everybody's story is a little bit different. Right now, I'm seeing money. Okay? Those that I see, I will bring up to light, but otherwise, you know, you take what resonates with you on how this situation is affecting you, because it could be so many different stories. But right now it's saying that this was some kind of long-term success. This was something that could have changed the outcome to a certain situation, whether it's financial, love, family problems, something material. Okay, I called the roofer. He said he's not going to make it because of the weather. You see what I'm saying? So something is going on. Okay, and it's not happening. Now, it does not say yet that it's not going to happen. It's saying it's not happening now. So your transformation is, yeah, I wanted this. See, you were waiting. You're waiting for this happy surprise. You're waiting for this message of this Page of Cups. You're waiting for this to happen. And it's saying it's not, but this is like you're having the understanding that it's not happening. And you're kind of like, oh, well, I don't know what to do. Because when we're not in the knowing, it causes confusion. So it says by the confusion, in time, you will get the clarity to have the breakthrough. But this is going to give you a new decision for the new beginning. So you're going to have to change things up because it's not going the way you want it to go. But you are trying to keep yourself as stable as possible, even though you're very imbalanced. Well, we know that you're imbalanced because it says, I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I'm going to think about things to make the breakthrough. I need this Ace of Swords. So it's saying you're going to need a lot of mental clarity on this situation. New ideas will start popping through so that you can start getting the understanding for the new beginning to on top of the world. So the Fool is clarified by the world. So it's saying, until you can actually have the Fool, you're going to have to get this accomplished. You're going to have a wholeness within yourself. But to do so, you're going to have to stand your ground. Absolutely, for this personal conflict. To get a personal celebration of what it is you need, either you're going to have to reach out, make communication yourself, and try to rework the situation, or are you actually going to 100% move on from the situation and say, no, I'm going to do it this other way? Because you have a Tower. That is not surprising. So if you're having any kind of conflicts with someone, let's say you were waiting for, okay, so here's the other scenario I see. I'm going to give it to you. You have a conflict with a loved one. They may be acting a little outlandish. You're waiting for them to come, but they're moving very slow towards you. They're not giving you that reconciliation. They're not giving you that news, that information. They're not coming to talk to you to make this communication the way you want this communication. So there could feel like there's an elephant in the room scenario. And it could just be to the point where you're moving on from the situation because you don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. Okay? And that is if we're having some kind of conflict with a person. I'm not sure how this is going to go. But now all of a sudden they're making another sudden change. They're making another tower. So at the end of the month, going into the beginning of December, let's say, they're going to cause another upheaval. So are they going to fix it? They think they're fixing it. They think that we have to have this other tower to make this victory. Because then that will cause the sudden awareness to the situation of where they're coming from. So you can see them completely getting out of control, frustrated, jumping up and down, trying to make now themselves known to the situation to make this victory with you. But it's not always fun because it could be a large, out of control argument where they're going to argue their point or you are going to argue your point. So it could be you doing it to get your victory, making them open up, making the situation happen so that you can have the victory. Okay, but it's not going to be nice, right? Because it's like we could be feuding, arguing, because I no longer want to be the elephant in the room. I have to make something happen. So this is because right now you're saying I'm moving on. I don't know where to go. The end of the month you're saying that's it. I think it's you. I think it's you. I think you're going to open your mouth. You're going to cause an argument because you want them to acknowledge to make the accomplishment. And if you know it's not you, you turn it around, my friends. But I'm just saying right now it really looks like you, right? Because you're in a challenge mode. You're putting your foot down. You're saying, I'm not going to do this. You're not going to ignore me, or you're going to do what I paid you to do, or I'm going to, right? Or I'm going to really put my foot down for this new job. I don't, for a lot of you, I don't think it's a new job. I just don't think it is. I think it's really with someone else. If you really want my, because of the way it ended, it's like you're, unless you're really going to let that boss know, but who's going to do that? Who's going to do that? You're really going to call them and say, hire me. You're not going to make an argument. That's just, I don't see that happening. Okay. Now, did you lose a job and it got you into an argument with your spouse? Right, and now you have to put your foot down to make the claims, right? Because we're having financial difficulties. Money makes a lot of arguments. So it could be something of that nature. You put it where it needs to be, but I do believe that wherever this upheaval is, where this argument is coming from, it's definitely going to make a sudden impact, okay, of awareness towards the person you're dealing with. Okay, you guys could be definitely dealing with a Capricorn, a Leo, Sagittarius, another water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or maybe an Aquarius or a Gemini. Okay. I mean, it could be anybody, but I always, try to give you what you need. So we're going to use the new cards. I have 2 different decks. So let's see what this deck says. I've been warming it up, so we just pray that it's going to do its job, right? Please, please, please. Okay. Actually, I've been using them for shorts, so, but I haven't used them for a while, since last month. So let's see. I've been warming them up all morning, so let's see what we got going on. Oh my gosh, we got 4, so that's fine. We'll take the 4. Yes. It's crazy. At the bottom of the deck is foresight. Pay attention to things that are important to ensure wealth. That's crazy. The wealth is whatever your wealth is. It could be love, right? Whatever you desire. Wealth comes in many things. It doesn't always have to be money. Okay, so what does this one? This says shedding. So here comes the transformation. The shedding. Reducing losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. Yes, because you're shedding the old. Because you're saying, I need this. And that's part of that transformation, saying, I'm not sure because I needed this, but I'm going to kind of, take away the old, kind of let it go. But remember, at the end of the real true end. So you can say this is kind of now, and the very end of the month, like we'll say like after Thanksgiving, you know, which is like the 25th or whatever it is, right? We'll say like this is like the 27th through the 30th. I'm telling you right now, it's kind of like I said, okay, that's fine, because you're time to highlight the goals. I'm not sure where I'm going, but I got to think about the situation. By the end of the year, you're going to get it. Your wealth. Going after that wealth. You're moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the great work. Because now you're bringing in that victory. You're bringing in what it is. You have duality. Do not forget about the dual nature of people. Don't lose your vigilance. And that's where you're standing strong for this situation. Man, this is right on. Moving up. Career is on the rise. New opportunities and offers and salary increase. So if you felt like you lost a job and it caused some kind of fight within your, you know, within your family zone, well, now it's saying you're fighting for all the right reasons, right? You're going to the next level. You're going to, you know what that's doing? It's turning the accelerated motion, it's turning the Eight of Wands right side up. Because now you're going to be moving. Because right now, I feel like your person is confused. They don't know what they're doing. So let's see what your person is doing. Because I know it, right? Now we're going to use this other new deck. This one is called Messages of Cosmic Oracle Cards, guys. Hope you can see that. Okay, so let's see what this says. Oh, look at that Pisces person, please. What are they thinking? It's funny. The be authentic. I don't know if these cards are supposed to be in reverse or not, but when they come out in reverse for me, it's always like telling me, you know, because everybody that's been here, guys, if you're new, I read cards in reverse because it makes sense, because it's telling me they're not being authentic. So this one says be authentic. Anything else is just exhausting. But it's saying your person is not being their authentic self. But I think you know that already. I think you know that. You're saying this is not the way they act. What's going on? See, but I think that's where it puts you in confusion. That's why you expected them to come and fix this with you. Okay? Stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. So it says stop and think about the situation. Right. This is your person, not you. Right? Stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. That they're trying to carry too much. For some reason, they're standing their ground too. Well, if you're standing your ground and they're standing their ground, there's going to be a battle. Right? But at first, before there's a battle, before the tower, it's going to be the elephant in the room syndrome. But they feel like they're carrying everything on their shoulders. They think, you know what, Pisces, I'm doing it all. Maybe it's victim. Maybe they are. Maybe it's a victim mentality. Take it how it resonates. But that's what they believe. If you must forgive if you want to be free. Do it yourself. Well, that's what they need to do. Stop. You know, it's like, even if they are carrying it all, they put themselves into a place of victimhood. And now they have to understand, you know what, if they really, you know, that they need to come to you and we need to fix this. Okay? Stop just playing victim. Get up. Do something about it. Someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. See? If this is a love situation, this is saying in the love situation, you want their love. You want to fix this. They need to understand that. Okay? Need to understand. They want to really fix this, you know, arguments and all, you know, they always have this thing. I mean, if you guys are really close, there'd be some hot, heavy makeup sex or something, you know what I mean? I mean, just saying. Okay, but they have to come to this conclusion that, you know what, them sitting over here and being in lack of direction is making you in lack of direction as well, because they're creating conflict. There it is. They're creating conflict. You guys could be dealing with an Aries, Sagittarius for sure. They're creating conflict with using poor communication, bad ideas, and not making, it says bad news, but the bad news in this situation is because I didn't give the news. I'm not making the reconciliation. I'm not bringing that to the table. So it's all instability and procrastination. King of Swords. Yeah, they're going to get head over heart of it. They have to be more truthful, more open, more, using that authority within themselves, but they have to stand strong to actually do so. So it's like, get strong, do what you need to do. Stop screwing around. Yeah. And if it's just someone who, like the roofer, then it's like, fine, if you're not going to come do it, then give me my money back. Then you guys are going to have an argument. And then they're going to come to the conclusion, oh, okay. Right? Oh, okay, fine. So does it look like you're winning in the end? Yes. Absolutely, in the end, you're going to win. One way or another. If it's a job situation where you lost your job, it looks like somebody else, the King of Swords, is going to come in and offer you a job. Somebody completely different from the job that just, that you expected to have, or they told you they were going to call you back or whatever and cause some kind of conflict between you and your spouse. Okay, and now you're going to do it. Or maybe it was a pay raise. Now your boss wants to give you the pay raise because he's screwing around. Okay, take it how it resonates. Everybody's story is a little bit different. Always. Okay, so let's get an overall card over here for you. So it does have, is it exactly the way you wanted it? Well, a lot of times things are never exactly the way we want things, but at least you can master the step you're on. Spirit says, master the step you're on. Just remember to get ready and don't be afraid to slow down, as this is when you can make real inner changes. That's here, right? Because it says, now I'm going to not be the elephant in the room. I'm not going to sit over here and sit on my hands or keep my mouth zipped, buttoned, whatever. I'm going to stand up, challenge the situation, and then it comes out to be victory. That's amazing. So know the truth is a living force, whether you believe it or not. Wow. Okay, there you go. The truth will be told. Well, we know that because you have the Ace of Swords. That's when you get this idea of, you know what, I'm not going to sit on my hands. I am not going to be quiet about this anymore. I'm going to go do what I need to do to solve this situation. Oh yeah, you do. But like I said, I wouldn't take it exactly as the way you expected it to be, because it does look like it is coming out a little bit different. Okay. Obviously, it was, I don't think you're going to do that anyways, because it already put you in the unknowing as soon as you thought it was going to go one way. So you're just like, I just feel, Pisces, you're going to kind of just be like, well, we'll hope this happens. And then it causes a tower and you're like, oh shit, here we go. The house is coming down. But then you move up and you finally take that victory. Okay. So till next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.